Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Natira. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Shri Radhe. Radha Madhava. Jaya Gaura-Nitai, Gaura-Nitai, Jaya Gaura-Nitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Vishnu Pada Brahmansa Parivrajkacharya Ashtotar Sat Srimad Bhai Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Vishnu Pada Brahmansa Parivrajkacharya Ashtotar Sat Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samved Gaura Bhakta Vrindi ki jai. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. All glories to Sambal devotees. All glories to Sambal devotees. All glories to Sambal devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 8, Text 16 and 17. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeet Nashtaprayesva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavate Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavate Nishtike Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangu Langayatangrim Yat Kripatam Ham Bande Shri Gurau Dīnatarinam Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram. Hare Krishna. So, text 16, I will just read it, and I think this sloka is 17th. Tasyāṁ cāmbho-ruha-karṇikāyām avasthito lokam apaśyamānaḥ parikraman vyomni vivṛtta-netraś catvāri lebhe nudiśaṁ mukhāni. Translation. Brahmā, born out of the lotus flower, could not see the world, although he was situated in the whole. He therefore circumambulated all of space, and while moving his eyes in all directions, he achieved 4 heads in terms of the 4 directions. Text 17. Tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa. Tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa. Tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa. Jalormi-cakrāt salilād virūḍham. Upāśrita kanjamulokatattvam. Upāśritah kanjam ulokatattvam. Natmanam addhā vidat ādidevaha. Natmanam addhā vidat ādidevaha. Tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa. Jalormi-cakrāt salilād virūḍham. Upāśrita kanjam ulokatattvam. Natmanam addhā vidat ādidevaha. Tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa. Jalormi-cakrāt salilād virūḍham. Upāśrita kanjam ulokatattvam. Natmanam addhā vidadādidevaha. Tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa. Jalormi-cakrāt salilād virūḍham. upāshrita kanjam ulokatattvam natmānamaddhā vidadādi devaha tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa jalormi-cakrāt salilād virūḍham upāshrita kanjam ulokatattvam natmānamaddhā vidadādi devaha tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa jalormi-cakrāt salilād virūḍham natmānamaddhā vidadādi devaha tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa jalormi-cakrāt salilād virūḍham upāshrita kanjam ulokatattvam natmānamaddhā vidadādi devaha. Vaishnavis. Tasmād yugānta-śvasanāvaghūrṇa jalormi-cakrāt salilād virūḍham upāshrita kanjam ulokatattvam natmānamaddhā vidadādi devaha. Word-to-word meaning. Kindly respond. Tasmād, from there. Yuganta, at the end of the millennium. Śvasana, the air of devastation. Avaghūrṇa, because of movement. Jala, water. Jalormi-cakrāt, out of the circle of waves. Salilād, from the water. Virūḍham, situated on them. Upāshritaḥ, having the shelter of. Kanjam, lotus flower. In astonishment. Lokatattvam, mystery of creation. Not. Atmanam, himself. Addha, perfectly. Avidat, could understand. Adidevaha, the first demigod. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Lord Brahmā, situated in that lotus, could not perfectly understand the creation. The lotus or himself. At the end of millennium, the air of devastation began to move in the water and the lotus in great circular waves. Purport. Lord Brahmā was perplexed about his creation, the lotus and the world. Even though he tried to understand them for 1 millennium, which is beyond calculation in the solar years of human beings. No one therefore can know the mystery of the creation and cosmic manifestation simply by mental speculation. The human being is so limited in his capacity that without the help of the Supreme, he can hardly understand the mystery of the will of the Lord in terms of creation, continuance, and destruction. Thus ends the translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, in connection with manifestation of Brahma from Vishnu. Hare Krishna. So before that I speak, I would like to beg mercy from all of the assembled Vaishnavas here and Vaishnavis, and also my predecessor Acharyas. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Mitamscha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Sri Mate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namni. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Destarini Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhe Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. So we are here in the conversation between Vidur and Maitreya Rishi. The previous chapter many questions had been asked by Vidurji to Maitreya. So now Maitreya Rishi had started answering those all questions one by one. So we see that how Maitreya Rishi is telling that what I have heard from the disciplic succession, that I am going to tell you. Because the similar questions were asked by Chatus Kumaras, led by Sanat Kumar. They started from Brahma Loka all the way. How did they come? They came through a watery route because Mother Ganga is originated from Brahma Loka and it goes till Garbhodak. So Mother Ganga traverses all. Tripatagamini, that's why her name is Tripatagamini. So they started from there and they reached there in Garbhodak where Ananta Devi is staying. It's a very nice way of traveling. That is still people are yet to search it out how to. They can go horizontally, but vertically to come, it's not so easy. So, and when they came to Ananta, their hair were wet or shikha, whatever. And Ananta Dev, by seeing them, he was so pleased. All the monies, all the jewels starts lighting up by seeing them. And they had conversation upon Bhagavatam only. So then Sanat Kumaras, they in turn told the same knowledge of Bhagavatam. Same Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken to Sankhya Rishi. Sankhya Rishi. And Sankhya Rishi told this same Bhagavatam to Parashar Muni. Parashar Muni, as well as there was this priest of Devatas, Brihaspati. Both of them were the student of Sankhya Rishi. And the Parashar Muni told to Maitreya Rishi. And the same thing Maitreya Rishi is going to tell to Vidurji. So he started with how this material creation has already taken place, and in the beginning of creation, or else also beginning of creation, what happens? The whole karma along with the jivas stays in the abdomen of Garbhodak. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And when it comes to come out, all the karmic reactions along with the jivas, Lord says to be like bluish. It's bluish because it is so dirty. It looks so bluish. And because of mode of passion, this karmic reactions along with the jiva, it takes the shape of a lotus flower. And the lotus flower comes up. And there the first living entity is born. His name is Brahmaji. So when Brahmaji is born, then he is thinking that now who am I? Because he's the first one, right? Like we have so many people around, we can ask also like who am I? So usually people they don't ask who am I, but Brahmaji asking who am I? Who am I? And what is this lotus flower? Just one sloka ahead, we see this. He asked that. Ka esha means who am I? Yo savaham abja prishta, and also I have sat on the lotus. He is able to see the lotus, but nothing else. Everywhere is dark. There is no sun, there is no moon, there is no luminaries, nothing. And etat kuto vabja mananya dapshu, and this lotus flower from where he has come? All of a sudden from, there is water down and there is lotus and here I am. That's it. So who am I and from where this universe, this whole lotus flower is actually whole universe only, right? So from where it had come, it has come. So this should be the question. So, and then he started moving to check, to know who am I. He started seeing everywhere, 4 directions. It's written here, avasthito lokam apaśyamānaḥ. So he started seeing the loka. Parikraman vyomni vivṛtta-netraś. And he started parikraman, he started doing parikraman, going here and there to see that who am I? And what is this universe? So this is the fundamental questions for the human beings, right? Athato Brahma jigyasa. As soon as one gets a human form of life, at least human form of life. Of course, Brahma is higher than the human beings. So he got this question. Humans should also have this question. Who am I? What is this material universe? From where did I come? So one should ask such questions. So in this same connection, there are many people, they are actually doing the same effort like Brahmaji. They are also moving here and there. They are also seeing here and there, and different ways to get these answers. And we have n number of theories about who are we, right? Some people they say, of course, almost all of us, we fully believe that we are not this soul, we are this body, right? No, for the devotees, another way. We are not this body, we are soul. But so far, so long we are in Bhagavatam class. At least we are this body, we are not this body, we are soul. Or else we are this mind, we are great mind, I am great mind, I am a great intelligent person, or something. So a different conception of our own self. We had made it, right? By seeing externally in this world, parikraman, this type of knowledge, this type of conception only we can get, which is actually is not truth. So here we see, and about the universe, from where the universe has come. There are a number of theories. As many people they come, if they are able to make some thesis or the book, they are able to publish about some theory, the theory is accepted, right? So most famous, yesterday Prabhu was also telling, Kripaniji proved that, Big Bang theory. Like there are so many theories. Big Bang theory is very well known, that everything started from a big explosion, right? Big Bang. And also, people are not happy, not satisfied with just one theory, so they want to have more theory. In Vedas also there are many theories of creation of world and from where we have come. Mainly six theories are famous. Like one is Nyaya, then there is yoga, then there is Vaisheshika, Sankhya, and what else? Karma Mīmāṅsa. That's called Purva Mīmāṅsa. And then we have the real theory of Uttar Mīmāṅsa of Srila Vyasadeva. Similarly, we have for people, those who want to see ourselves, they want to perceive the whole world through these eyes. For them also they are not satisfied with one theory, Big Bang theory. Another theory called steady state theory. Names are very bombastic, right? So that people could understand, okay, something is happening, even though they are not able to get it, what is there. Steady state theory means universe is always there, just like this only. There is no creation, there is no annihilation. Universe is always been there, just like that. And then there is another theory that's called plasma theory. Plasma theory in which this whole universe is coming from some energy which is not seen. It is neither solid, nor gas, nor liquid. It is something else, some energy, very high energy. It's like plasma. I don't know from where are they getting these all ideas, but they are there. Another theory is called evolutionary creation. Means this is just a backward elongation of Darwinism. What Darwinism has told in creation of living entities, human beings, the same thing they are also telling that this whole universe has been evolved from somewhere, from primordial element. You don't ask what is that element. From somewhere, primordial element, the whole universe has been actually evolved. So that's called evolution. Gradual evolution. Not vishphot, not a bang, but the gradual evolution. So how did it happen? That happened like that. Another theory is quantum theory. Quantum theory means the whole universe is actually created by subatomic particles, always vibrating subatomic particles. Of course, the quantum physicists, they have told that everything is vibrating. It depends upon how much the velocity. Everything is practically vibrating. If they will see the quantum physicists, they will see this is also vibrating for them. Of course, fan is vibrating. Everything is vibrating. Everything is created by vibration. Different subatomic particles, and their names are also very attractive names they have kept, like quark, leptons, and you can also tell some of them. And they are still creating. And they have made a big apparatus, big in Geneva, right? CERN, Large Hadron Collider, LHC, very well known. So they have created this LHC for what purpose? So that they could simulate the creation. They are going to simulate the creation in LHC. And how they will do that? They have full conviction upon this quantum way of creation. That the subatomic particles will come in magnetic field, and they will come very fast, and they will collide, and then after that, the primordial elements will get created. The subatomic particles, whatever, atomic particles get created. And they have created means millions of dollars, billions rather, they have expanded into it. And they are doing something, I don't know what they are doing. So far, first time when they put this magnetic field, it was so huge that almost all the magnets, they melted practically. So they thought, what can we do in this situation? So they decreased the magnetic field, and now they are doing. Somehow they got some particles in 2012. That's called Higgs boson particle. And they named it. And to make it famous, because God is famous, so they made the name God's particle. And what is God's particle? They are telling that we have made this, and the proton has been accelerated in the high magnetic field, and two protons and they come together and they banged each other. So banging, they are not living somehow, they are very obsessed with the banging process. So they banged it. I don't know how they bang. After that, a subatomic particle called this God's particle, Higgs boson, got created. And that also got created in Higgs field. Very nice to hear, right? In Higgs field, this got created, and it stayed for just 10 to the power of minus 22 seconds. Now you think, what they created? So anything which existed for 10 to the power of minus 22 seconds, and they have understood that this is, and how did they see that? So it's out of the, and what camera, how did they see? It's out of the, so this is the way people are actually trying to know who are they and trying to know how this whole universe is created. And they are making so many mistakes, and this is being taught in the schools and colleges as to be absolute truth. Yes, absolute. And anybody who say this fantastic idea, they'll be, yes, very nice idea. And they tell it to be theory, but what people they are learning as to be principles. This is the Siddhant. Big Bang is a Siddhant. So, in this the whole world is actually being fooled. The real Siddhanta is Bhagavad Siddhanta, Bhagavad philosophy. How this whole universe has been created. Yah karanarnava jale bhajatisma yoga nidram ananta jagadand saroma kupa adhara saktim avalambe param samurtim govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So karanarnava jale, Mahavishnu is creating. So is it feasible? Yeah, it's feasible. We are also creating. We are also sleeping sometimes when hot season. We are also perspiring some droplets from our this hair pores, right? So this is happening right now, right here. So why not Supreme God can do it? But they do not believe. No, it doesn't look scientific. What is your scientific? You create something. So they are going to create on the earth the whole universe by hadron collision. But they cannot believe that the whole universe has been created from Karanodaksaya Vishnu. And one theory of them is like parallel universe theory and all that. So they just keep banging there and there. Some or other they have to get some amount of budget for their roti kapada makan, that's it. This is the whole thing. Otherwise people are simply crazy. So it's so very important for all of us, for the devotees, to propagate this Bhagavad theology. Not theology, it's a principle. So, how much it's needed. Srila Prabhupada, that's why he wanted this whole Mayapur sort of centered to preach and educate people Bhagavad theology. And he also, Srila Prabhupada also wanted this temple of Vedic planetarium, will show it. How the creation has actually taken place. How these material universes are actually being made, and how the whole cosmology as well as how the planetary is set up at different places, everything. But these people, because of they are propagating so much, so little thing they have made and they propagate a lot. But we have everything, but we propagate less. The problem is that we have every science here, but our propagation is less. We are not propagating as much we are required to, supposed to. So they are propagating and they are making भूत को बना दिया, भगवान बना दिया भूत. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta tells one person, his name was Bhagavan, and some of his enemies, they conspired, we will make this fellow believe that he is bhoot. So he started from his house, he started going somewhere for his work, and they planned that some people will be there on the pathway, and they were telling him, hey, bhoot, 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 by seeing him. And they started coming, So as soon as he came out from his house, one fellow was there, hey, bhoot, bhoot, bhoot. So he was shocked, I am Bhagavan. His name was Bhagavan, he's not a god. so I am Bhagavan, why is he telling bhoot, bhoot, bhoot? Then he again went some meters ahead, 200 meters ahead, and again one fellow was telling, hey, bhoot, bhoot, bhoot. What had happened to these people? Then again he thought, what gone wrong? I don't know whether it's wrong with me or with them. So he got in confusion. Then again he went 200 meters, again somebody was there telling the same bhoot, bhoot. Then he started believing that I think I am bhoot. Really I am bhoot. And after that again one fellow there, he was telling bhoot, bhoot. Then he started saying, I think really I am bhoot. So this is the way people are actually propagating the falsity. It's everything depends on how much we propagate. We have everything, just we have 18,000 slokas. And the whole sarga, visarga and sthanam, all the way from first canto till fifth canto filled. Of course, every canto has everything. So how much it is important for us to propagate Srimad Bhagavatam, theology of Srimad Bhagavatam. So otherwise people are working uselessly if they are not coming to Krishna consciousness, waste. Devahuti, Mother Devahuti tells to his son, Kapil Dev, in 3rd canto, 23rd chapter, 56 sloka, Nehayat karma dharmaya na viragaya kalpate. If anybody does anything, and that activity, if it's not getting to dharma, it's not getting them to dharma, it's all waste, useless. People are doing so many things, looks so bombastic, so big thing, but there is no use of everything. Unless we go and tell them that, Baba, do some dharma. Of course, dharma should go to vairagya. Na vairagya kalpate. And dharma should lead to vairagya. Na tirthapad sevaya jivanapi mritohisah. And that vairagya, of course, many times scientists also, they come to the level of vairagya. They get into so much of, but what is the use of that? If by doing any activity, if you are not coming ultimately to the worship of Supreme Personality of Godhead, then all waste, like Jivan api mritohisah. Somebody is living but he is dead, living dead. So living dead people are moving. Once Srila Prabhupada was there, one of that airport, he was taking a flight. So one reporter asked that, Swamiji, what do you think about our modern scientific development, advancement? Srila Prabhupada told, it's all useless. All useless? Swamiji, then why you are using this? Why you are using this aeroplane? You would have gone with walking. If you want to go to Japan, you go by walking. You can go. No. Today, because I am using your aeroplane, the whole scientific advancement has become successful. Yes. So the purpose of everything, whatever people are doing, if devotees are not using them, everything is useless. Mritohisah, it's dead. Big dead. Big zero. So it's a very, very essential for devotees to move around, right? To make everything successful. So long they will remain egoistic of their, somebody should there to pound their ego actually, like Srila Prabhupada. So long they are egoistic, people are egoistic, they can never understand who are they, what are they actually supposed to do. Even Brahmaji himself became humble and meek. He tells in 10th canto, 14th chapter, he tells that there could be a time when scientists, modern scientists, they will be able to count their number of atoms in this universe. Forget the number of atoms of little small, some elements. Number of atoms in this universe. Maybe there could be some time when the scientists would be able to count the number of particles of sun coming. The particles of sun is so. People before they used to understand that there is sun rays, it's like a wave. And then they started understanding it's particles. But in Bhagavatam it's already told, it's a particles. So, and maybe there could be some time when all the ice particles will be counted. But still, I admit that I won't be able to understand the glories of Supreme Personality of Godhead. By inconceivable potency, He creates everything. So one has to become humble. So long we are not admitting ourselves, our helplessness in front of inconceivable potency of the Lord, there is no way we are able to understand Supreme Lord. And forget about understanding the creation of Supreme Lord. It's no way. Gunat manaste gunan vimatum. This is a sloka in somewhere 14th chapter, 10th canto. hitavatirnasya ka īsarasya kālena yarva vimita sukalper bhūpāṁsava khe mihikādupāṣa. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that there is one person, his Anantadev. He has counted all the atoms in the universe. Anantadev has counted all the atoms. How many atoms are there in the universe? But still he is not able to count the glories of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Lord has shown that this universe is actually inconceivable. Nobody can conceive it, how it is created. Just one has to understand this much only, that we have to surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like Lord shows His universal form to the eyes of Mother Yashoda. He eats some dirt and Mother Yashoda chastises him. Why did you eat dirt? Useless fellow, you will get sick. Open your mouth, spit it out. So, Krishna shows his mouth. And in the mouth, Mother Yashoda sees all the universe, particularly whole universe, and also his own self. Can somebody show like that? The pot is there in the room, but can room enter into the pot again? Not possible. But for Krishna it's possible. So this, unless Srila Jiva Goswami tells this, unless one being convinced that Supreme Lord have inconceivable power, he cannot understand anything. Even Supreme Lord also he cannot be understood. That's why Brahma ji telling that Jnana prayasa udapāśayena manta eva jivanti sanmukharitāṁ bhavadīya vārtāṁ. Jnana prayasa udapāśaya. Leave your mental speculation. Udapāśaya, throw it out. Namanti eva, bow down. Pay obeisances to the Supreme Lord. Jivanti sanmukharitāṁ bhavadīya vārtāṁ. Sthāne sthitā srutigatāṁ tanuvān manobhi. Ya prayaso ajito jitopi asita lokyam. Then one will be able to understand Supreme Personality of God. One will be able to understand what is this universe actually. Otherwise, what is the use of knowing different theories? Just like once one fellow asked Srila Prabhupada, you claim that you know everything. Yes, we know everything. We know everything. Whatever Krishna dictates us, we know. Krishna knows everything. And we know Krishna, so we know everything. So can you please tell how many windows are there in Empire State Building? Yes. Srila Prabhupada says, what do you mean? So, Srila Prabhupada says, what is the value of knowing how many drops of water is there in the mirage? So mirage itself is not there. What we see, it's not there. What is the use of counting it? The real thing is to know Krishna, to know His wonderful pastimes, to know His glories of His name, form, pastimes, and that's the thing. And then if we are able to do it, then it's successful. Hare Krishna. So I'd like to stop here. If you have any comment, any correction, I'd like to welcome. Hare Krishna. Hopefully there is nothing.
Hare Krishna. So you gave so many examples of so many scientists, how they put forward so many theories that that don't explain the creation properly. So, and then you also said it's inconceivable to understand the creation, right? And we do understand that we cannot understand the creation fully. So then our role to explain to the world about the creation, about the different planetary systems. As I understand, we still do not have a confirmed model, even with the TOVP last presentation.
So can you please keep a little bit here and close to your mouth, microphone?
Yeah, I'm saying that as of now, we don't have a confirmed model that we will present to the world from TOVP as per their last presentation. By Rameshwar Prabhu, he was saying it is still evolving. So if we do not understand properly, how are we going to explain it to the world?
Yeah, so this is your comment or is this a question?
It's a question.
Oh, okay, fine, thank you. So we have to understand it through Srimad Bhagavatam, reading Srimad Bhagavatam. So it's already there, it's nothing like something cannot be understood. As much as our human mental ability goes, we can understand that much. Of course, there could be more and more intricate things. And ultimately, Even Brahmā could not understand, forget about us. As much it is revealed by Acharyas, as much it is revealed by Anandadev himself telling, I cannot understand. He actually able to figure out how many atoms are there in the universe. We cannot make it. So as much we have understood, that is more than enough. It's more than enough for us and to propagate also. Otherwise, how much a human being, how much brain they have now? Not much left. Before before Kali Yuga, we know this, that when Arjuna went for the Rajasur sacrifice of Yudhishthira Maharaj, he went till Uttar Kuru Varsha. And there, Uttar Kuru Varsha, he was stopped by the guards there. And the guards they told, it's there in Mahabharata. So you cannot go ahead, otherwise you will be killed. You cannot even see people here. In the same bhuloka, same bhuloka. So you cannot imagine, like in Kali Yuga, people, our sensory abilities are gone so down. We cannot really understand so many things. So thing is that whatever is revealed by the revealed scriptures, we should read it, we should have full faith upon it, and we should be very powerfully present it to the people. That will be more than enough. It's more than enough content for propagation. Yeah. So for, I understand Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada also tells, it's more than enough. Just one sloka only, to understand it will take 1 year. So 18,000 slokas. So how many years it will take? 18,000 years. 18,000 years means who will stay? No one will stay. So a lot of deepness is there. So deepness means as much more we grow in devotional service to the Lord, Lord reveals Himself. And also the material nature also reveals what is this. So that's what. The ultimate objective should be how to get to the pure devotional service of the Lord, loving devotional service to the Lord, and that is the success of humankind. And for that purpose only this whole everything has been made and presented, that you understand human being, that how inconceivable I am. So ultimately knowing it, what you should do? Do devotional service. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravardate iti matva bhajante mam. That's the ultimate thing. Buddha bhava samanvita. So we have to present it. That's why it is there. So that ultimately they could bhajante mam, bhajante Krishna. That objective gets fulfilled. Then success. Otherwise, the use being presenting so many theology, but ultimately we forgot to give Krishna Hare Krishna mantra. What is the use? The new use. Hare Krishna. Yes, please.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
thank you for this amazing class, Prabhu. Prabhu, it may be a controversial question, but you said amazing pastime of Srila Prabhupada, like why we are using flame. Prabhupada said, until and unless the devotee is not using that, it is not. And then we could see in our society, simultaneously we are trying to go back to the Vedic society, like making varnashram. So many pure devotees are trying for that. And how to reconcile this? How we are going to reconcile this? So if this, we are going to see this context.
Vedic Varnashrama and at the same time using all the modern gadgets for service of Krishna.
How we are going to reconcile this? These devotees who are trying to make this Varnashram things, they are saying, don't use anything, not even electricity, we are just going back to the ancient things. How we are going to reconcile?
See Prabhu, Varnashram is mainly for what? For a peaceful, settled lifestyle, so that we could do Krishna consciousness nicely. Okay, not for the preaching. I mean, preaching also we have to do Varnashrama, but preaching those who are hooligans outside, if you remain in Varnashrama, then nobody will listen to you. You have to use their means to reach them, right? Srila Prabhupada asked, once he was asked by one person that, Swamiji, you are such a great saint, you just chant some mantra, you vanish from here and you can appear in London. You would have used that. Why are you using this Boeing and 747 all that? Srila Prabhupada told, just to catch up with you because you are moving with this. So I also to become relevant with them, right? If somebody is like Chatus Kumar, he dips there in Ganga in Brahma Loka and he comes here in Mayapur. Nice. We could do this. but you won't be able to see anyone. Yeah. But if you are preacher, then you will go moving, showing everyone, yes, I am there, come here, chant Hare Krishna, right? Which one is productive? Second one is productive more, right? Mahaprabhu himself immediately would have reached Vrindavan. He could have reached Vrindavan, but why did he took the route here, then sometimes coming to Mahaprabhu here, Navdeep, going then Ramkeli? For what? For what purpose? To meet more number of people. So for that we need to, for the preaching purpose, one has to use all that is required. And for the settled Krishna conscious bhajan where you are not supposed to, you are not much, you can't little okay life. So yes, you are like to say something?
This explains that this whole varnashram system that we are trying to establish is for the whole world to become Krishna consciousness.
Yeah.
It's not for particularly for the devotees society.
Yeah.
So that's the question comes. So if they are trying to establish for the whole world, then what about this preaching, all these things? That's
if whole world comes in Varnashram, then there is no requirement of preaching. It's good. So if every whole world comes to Varnashram, they chant Hare Krishna, the wherever they, there is no requirement of preaching. But so long they are not there in Varnashram, what to do then? We have to preach them, right? Otherwise, what do they listen about the Varnashram? They will listen about the Varnashram. You go and tell outside people, come here, sit here, sleep here, nicely, take organic food, and do this, tilling the land with this. They want to be able to relate with. Okay, we need to preach them. Then after that, when they become cool, calm, their rajas and tamas get decreased, they come to sattva, then they can tell, okay, now you want to have a peaceful life? Come here, sit here. You live a very beautiful life here, even Varnashram. They may relate to. Many times even devotees are also not able to go. They should go, they should have gone for natural life. But they are not able to go. They are so much into, already the inertia of such, is not able to. So, very practical things are there, right? So, we have to understand that. Yeah. Yes?
Ruchi, I want to add to this. Bhakti Raghav Maharaj was speaking on this in Prabhupada Connect, the sixth purpose.
Yes.
So he was saying that this material society right now, this technology, it is bound to fail. It's doomed. And when it falls, that time these gadgets and all will be of no use. So now itself we have to start some system.
Yeah, correct.
So that when that falls, we can have something through which we can survive.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So Bhakti Raghav Maharaj was saying that.
Yes. So that's the approach. We should have our setup so that people could see that as an example. When everything collapses, there all the options gets closed, then we have this option. Yeah. Otherwise they will gachanti, girikananam. Better to come here with association and devotees. They may join us. Prabhu?
Hare Krishna. In the translation it has been mentioned that air of devastation blows after 1 millennium. After 1 millennium. So, air of devastation means, actually we have heard that devastation comes through, flooding through the whole universe. So this air of devastation,
Which of devastation?
Air
of devastation.
Yes.
So what is your question?
What does it mean?
Air of devastation is air of devastation. What does it mean?
Actually we have heard that this devastation will be taken place by downpouring or heavy torrential raining.
Yeah.
So, I think
So for 100 years, celestial years, Brahmaji meditates and he not able to figure out. So then there is end of millennium, this annihilation takes place. That's called, there are different types of annihilations. First is, some days before Premanand was also telling, first is Nitya Pralaya, second is Naimittika Pralaya, third is Prakritik Pralaya, and fourth is Atyantik Pralaya. So in Naimittik Pralaya, after every day of Brahma, there is some devastation takes place. So could be that devastation. So not the end of the life of Brahma, end of the day of Brahma, that devastation takes place. The whirlwind and all that takes place.
Naimittik Pralaya.
Naimittik Pralaya. And we'd like to say something. Okay, Hare Krishna. So I'd like to stop here. Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.